Good morning. It's another beautiful day in paradise. Today's project, the customer was tired of having the eyesore of an overgrown landscape in her front yard and her side yard. So she called Florida Pro. Let's take a look at her property before. Go out to the street. As you can see, she's got those Mexican petunias back over there. They're overgrown. All right, maybe you can't see. I'll show you in a minute. All right, so you got the jasmine out front, which is very popular in the area, but it is completely overgrown. In this particular case, she is responsible for both sides. I don't know how that works out, but somehow she's responsible for both sides. So I'm going to clear out this jasmine on both sides here, trim up this hedge, and we're going to clean up these little tiny palmettos. Also, one pro note. I'm going to pull out these vines. A lot of landscapers will just trim this jasmine and leave these vines. But these vines are no good, and they are competing with the jasmine for oxygen and nutrient from the soil. So they'll make the jasmine less happy than they would be. So you got to pull those out. Trim up this overgrown hedge here. Shape it up. I'm going to keep some of the bigger palmetto bushes and just kind of give them some shape. But the smaller palmettos I'm going to get rid of. We're going to get rid of these Mexican petunias. Just going to burn those down with the weed eater. And then we're going to trim back these overgrown trees here. Trim back these hedges. Cut out these small palmettos. Trim back this hedge here, this big hedge. I'm going to cut all of this off the fence. Now this is a flowering tree that a lot of people like. However, it can lean and get out of control. So it's going to be cut back. Initially, it's not going to look as nice because I'm going to have to cut all of this away. Because it's going the wrong way. This has all got to be cut back. But it will grow back. It will grow back. All right. Also in her entryway. So when she's walking in her home, it will be pretty nice. But as you can see, you can't even get in here because you got branches in the way. You got to dunk under these branches. So this is not a pleasant welcome home. It's got a nice blooming tree here. I'm going to stand it up. Put a stake here to stand it up so that it is no longer leaning. And then we're going to trim this. This is effectively a courtyard area that you cannot really tell because it's so overgrown. I want to get this vantage point here, so that when I take pictures on the after, you can get a view for the difference. So it's really just overgrown. I'm going to cut back that palm tree here, these shrubs, and just clean up this whole area so that she can actually access this courtyard area. I'm going to cut this guy back. Even though he's very attractive looking and fully mature, I'm going to cut him back. And so it'll be a lot more area. Get rid of all of these young growing trees. Get rid of all those little trees. And also over here, clean everything up. Get rid of these saplings growing against this tree. I'm going to prune up this tree. Create a little small canopy so you can walk around. This is a nice evergreen tree. And give this whole area just an inviting look. Get rid of these saplings that are taking over. Looks like they're growing into the neighbor's house. Cut back this palmetto bush. Now I'm not going back into the deep jungle. I'm going to stop here. That'll be a future phase of this project. Not going to go into the deep jungle, but we're going to go ahead and just tighten up this area, get it ready for mulch. She wants to come back and put in mulch. So this whole area will be, an extended living space, something that she can enjoy. All right, so that's the before. And I'm just going to show you one little bonus. We didn't really talk about doing too much in the backyard, but one thing I'm going to do, because I just have to do it, when you go into her backyard, she got all of these overgrown saplings here. And these will all be future oak trees. But I'm going to trim these down so that when you walk over here, you can walk into the backyard without bumping into these shrubs. So it's just a little quality bonus you get when you call Florida Pro. So that's the before. Got a lot of work to do, but for you, It'll only take a second. So sit tight and